Sam, do you copy? I've been looking into Clifford Unger and wanted to share my thoughts. To recap, Unger was a U.S. Special Forces operative whose retirement roughly coincided with the death Stranding. After he left the service, he somehow became involved in the early BB experiments. However, he died before they ended. Now, while the circumstances surrounding his death are not entirely clear, I'm beginning to suspect that these battlefields of his are at least partially sustained by his enduring emotional attachments. Anger, resentment, regret. I'm pretty sure it's got something to do with the BB experiments. That much seems clear given his repeated attempts to steal Lou. Cliff seems to be driven by a compulsion to reclaim our BB, as if that will make him whole again. A compulsion so powerful that he was not only able to drag himself from the depths of hell, but bring a piece of that hell along with him. One thing's for sure, he's nothing like a BT. We need to know the whole story about his death and his connection to the BB experiments. I'll keep digging and let you know what I find, Sam.
Next level trust is you.
Sam, you're not going to believe what I found. It's about the BP experiments, their true purpose. According to official records, they were continued in secret on the order of President Strand, supposedly with the primary objective of developing BT detectors and preventing void-outs. Any advancements that could be applied to the fields of chiral communications and beach research were meant to be of purely secondary benefit. But it turns out, that's just a cover story. The truth is, Sam, BBs were originally conceived as catalysts for the operation of the chiral network. They're integrated into the infrastructure of Knot cities for that very reason. Every single one you've brought into the fold. It was probably Amelie herself who installed them as she moved west with the first expedition, carrying out her mother's grand plan, making sacrifice after sacrifice on the altar of progress. President Strand told the people what they wanted to hear, and did what she thought had to be done. Also, America could be whole again. But I'm starting to wonder if it didn't cost her her soul. The chiral network is our greatest creation, our proudest achievement, and our guiltiest sin. I don't know how to feel about it all. Maybe if we knew more about Cliff and the BB experiments, we'd be better placed to judge. I'll be in touch.
Thanks, Sam. Mountain Knot City wouldn't be on it. And now we can finally do our... Sorry you had to go through... Just know that we appreciate it. Wow, I mean, honestly, you'd be hard-pressed to call this... But since joining the UCA, we've learned a lot from them. We've never felt so connected. You know, folks have shared stories about you too. I gotta be honest, part of me still can't believe you're, much less that you're willing to go through hell and back. Anyway, sorry. I just know that you'll always be welcome.
Good work.
Hey Sam, I see you're coming up on Lake Knot. Stay strong. We're all rooting for you to fit. By the way, I've made more. It seems that Clifford Unger willingly put his own child in the care of the scientists conducting the but he did so completely unaware. This is pure speculation. But I think when Cliff found out about their plans, and after he failed, the BB remained, in which case he would have every reason to bear a grudge towards the president. The woman who... But just because President Strand is dead, doesn't mean his hate. No, I think he redirected it towards you and Amelie and anyone close. And now that hate is driving him to set in motion the last Stranding. To bring an end to the world as we... Why else would Cliff hold Amelie hostage on the beach? He must know that she's... There's no time to lose. You have to save... Though I still don't understand how he managed to travel to her beach. There must be more to their relationship.
Hey, Sam. You've done more for us than... Thanks.
Good work. New order available. Please. Thank you for your contribution.
See you again soon.
Got a moment, Sam? So there's no way he could have made the jump to Amelie's beach if they didn't ship. Well, I looked. The network should have contained something, anything. His entire life prior to his tenure with Bridges has been redacted. His name, his past, there's no telling who he... Which led me to consider, what if it isn't the director and Amelie who have a connection, but the director and Clifford Unger? And what if that connection is what facilitated the direct... If it's those two who have a personal history, then it might explain why Cliff is holding the director hostage. But even if that were the case, it doesn't answer. How the hell did the two of them end up on Amelie's beach?
Sam, Hartman here. There's something else I'd like you to consider. A guess, albeit an educated one, somehow, with the aid of the chiral network, our individual beaches have begun to coalesce, resulting in the formation of a single. Should this process continue, there is a risk that BT bringing about a death stranding on a heretofore. Now, Clifford Unger's battlefields and my own beach appear to be unaffected by this phenomenon. They do not and have never intersected with others. But what if there were another class of beach, one that exists on a higher plane, that was responsible for setting? And what if the beach in question were none other than Amelie's? Cliff may have summoned the director, but I believe his true aim was to seize control of Amelie's beach, to exploit its power over every other and trigger the last stranding. It's the only rational explanation for Cliff's actions, which is why you have to stop him.
If Hartman's right, then we're in serious. Using the chiral network in Amelie's beach to trigger the last stranding? That's why Higgs went after Amelie, wasn't it? If it was Cliff who put him up to it. Yeah, it all... With the last stranding, he'll finally have his revenge against the world. You've got to stop him. You've got to make the jump to Amelie's beach. Get in and get her back. It's our only hope.
be there for you. And your mom. No matter what. I couldn't just go off and get myself killed anymore. Couldn't leave you all alone. I couldn't. I had it all wrong. All wrong. Being a father didn't make me scared. It made me brave. I'm sorry. I'm sorry it took me so long. Don't make the same mistake. Be yourself. Be free.
Captain, I need you to hand it over.
Shoot him, John. Shoot him! I gave you an order. Shoot him!